Hey guys, it's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe, and I wanted to talk about the brand new release of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This is a, sequel to the original film. This came out yesterday, the 18th, I believe it was. Yep, the 18th of February 2022 on Netflix, so if you have Netflix, you can watch this for free. I'm going to preface this video by saying I'm a very big Texas Chainsaw fan. I love all of them. I even liked Leatherface, which was more of a chase prequel, chasing around by the cops, not so much a horror movie until the end of the film, but I liked it. I thought it was fairly interesting, even though it kind of diverged off the path. I love Next Generation with Matthew McConaughey. I thought that he was great and crazy in it. I'm not a huge fan of that Leatherface, but I thought the film was great. It's one of my favorites. I love the third movie. I love the first movie, the second one. I like them all. I even like that 3D one with "Do Your Thing, Cuz," which is a stupid line, but I like the movie. Let me start out by saying that I watched the new Slumber Party Massacre, the remake. I hated it. Very heavy-handed social commentary, lots of annoying characters, couldn't wait for the movie to end. This is slightly similar, but not nearly as heavy-handed or over-the-top as Slumber Party Massacre, so I did like it better than that. But that's not saying much because I really despised Slumber Party Massacre. This Texas Chainsaw film has to do with these four young adults who have money, I believe, and they go to Texas to buy a foreclosed home. And there's this lore around the Texas area that they're in about Leatherface, that they never caught him 50 years ago, and the only person left from the original massacre is Sally Hardesty, who was played by a different actress because Marilyn Chambers, was it? Passed away a few years ago in real life. So, that being said, the house they're buying happens to be owned by Leatherface and his, I think it's his mother or his aunt. I don't know if they say, or I had a drink, so I don't particularly remember. And his relative is played by Alice Krige. She was Christabella in the Silent Hill film. You will probably recognize her from a lot of stuff. She's a very good actress. She plays creepy really well because she's very gaunt and looks kind of scary in a way. So I liked her the best in the film. They get to the house and there's a Confederate flag out front. Everything is kind of very old school, rural Texas. And they're right away taking offense to everything. And they get in the house and they're trying to tell her, like, you don't own this house any longer. You're mistaken, you're older. We bought it from you. It got foreclosed on by the bank and we bought it from the bank. You're not supposed to be here. And they go to call the cops and all that stuff. My problem with the film primarily, it has some cool kills, it has some cool violence and gore. I really hated the main characters. They pop up, and as soon as they popped up in the film, they were just every single trope of nowadays young adults. You know, my crap doesn't stink, I can say what I want and do what I want, and if I disagree with you, you're bad, you're racist, you're this, you're that, and I'm, morally have the upper hand on you. So these characters really irked me right out of the gate. The first thing that I think happens is they get to a gas station before they get to the house, and they see a guy get out of his car to fill his tank up, and he has a pistol, because it's an open carry state. And the girl with the short hair, very annoying, very stereotypical looking. Oh, I guess he's small in the pants because he has to walk around carrying a pistol, thinking he's a tough guy, and blah, blah, and he hears them. So he kind of goes back at them a little bit, and right away she wants to confront him and get into an argument. And it just has this. I guess the main thing they were going for was it's got this new school, young adult mentality versus this old school, mentality of clashing. And I think they were trying to really hit home with that. But those new characters were very, very annoying. If you watch the trailer, at one point Leatherface gets on a bus and wants to kill all these people that are in his way. I don't want to say if he does or not. And every single person on the bus pulls out a phone and starts filming him. And they're like, you do anything, bro, you're going to get canceled. And it's just really bad, but also true to life, which is just a mockery of just how silly we've become in this atmosphere. Instead of being scared of this lunatic, with blood all over him and someone else's face on his face and a chainsaw, they're filming him. So it's just, it's funny, but not funny. I thought the movie was okay at best. The characters, as I said, I hated. Had some good violence, people getting their heads cut off or chopped up with the chainsaw, hit in the face with the hammer, so I kind of liked that. Again, bad current day tropes and social commentary, just not as heavy-handed as Slumber Party Massacre, but still in there. I'd rather watch Nail Gun Massacre. If you've seen that, I thought it was more interesting than the new Texas Chainsaw. Overall, I did not like this movie. I thought that the social commentary was bad, the characters were bad. Even Leatherface, who was okay, didn't have that, I don't know, animalistic, angry sort of craziness to him. I know in some of the other ones he plays kind of a meek character, which I didn't like. But in this one, he's okay, but he's nothing really to write home about. So I think everything sort of fell flat, besides Christabella from Silent Hill's character. I can't think of her, Alice Creed, I think. I liked her. I thought she played a good, creepy old woman. That's about it. I didn't love the film. I thought it was really bad, actually. If you were to say, well, what's your least favorite Texas Chainsaw movie? It's this one. I even like Leatherface over this one, which most people hated. So, if you hated Leatherface, you'll probably, I guess, hate this one too, even though it's not similar. And that's about it. It's definitely very, very low on the spectrum of Leatherface films. They shouldn't have went this route with the movie. I don't really care to see these. It's like they keep rebooting the film with different adolescents or young adults from the era that they're rebooting the film in. So in the 2000s they did it, and they made the characters one way, and now they're making them another way. These like sort of stereotypes, and just did not like it. The end of the film has a little homage to the first film. There are some little tie-ins and homages throughout the film, including Sally Hardesty, who is played by another woman, because Marilyn Chambers, as I think I mentioned, had passed away years ago in real life, so they use a different character to play her, and there's this sort of lore around the town of where's Leatherface? They never found or caught him from the original Massacre, so it's like a sequel to the first film. I would give this a huge pass. I thought it was bad. So let me know, guys, if you saw the new remake or reboot or whatever the hell it is. I guess it's a sequel of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I would avoid it. I'm glad it's kind of free to watch in a sense, because I would be very upset if I paid for this. Thanks, guys, for watching. It's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe. Be good.